let's keep them flowing. Where do you come from? Where you going? What are you feeling tonight? And what are you showing? Where do you come from? 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 Where you going? What are you drinking tonight? Let's keep them flowing.
Hey, welcome, and we are live coming at you. Episode 93, I think, according to the show notes.
Yes.
I'm joined, as always, by my super co-host, Nads, leveling up the podcast, as always.
Always
We
a pleasure.
are Cloud&Console, talking about games with two Canadians. Am I right? How are you doing this week?
Yes, I'm doing well. We had a nice weather today, so I'm pretty happy. But yeah, been playing some games. I don't know about you, but there's been a lot of new games on GeForce Now lately. Crazy amount. So the game I played Destiny 2 as usual, as you may know. I'm gonna talk more about Destiny 2. There's some drama going on with that. I played some Witcher 3 also, just keep going the story, playing a little bit of it and see how it's gonna go. And also some Baldur's Gate. So we had Baldur's Gate, actually not the early access anymore, but the full game coming out on GeForce Now and Steam and all the platforms. So I gave it a try. I started a story. I'm trying to skip ahead as much as possible because it's the same thing we did in early access. There's been some difference, but not much. So yeah, pretty interesting game if you like the strategy-based, turn-based game like Dungeon and Dragon and stuff like that. So it has that feel, right? So pretty fun. Have you tried Baldur's Gate 3?
We played on Stadia.
Yeah.
And I remember playing through early access. I even did a charity run with Bjorn. Dad Plays Games over on his channel, where I played a bard and we all played in character. So I was actually singing the entire time for everything I was saying. So that was a lot of fun. So I've had experience with early access. However, I'm waiting until I finish this contest that I'm in right now to get to level 100, and level 100 gets a little payout at the end if you come place first, second, or third. So right now I'm on track to come in second. Somebody's already taken first, but I should have a straight sort of path into second place there. I'm a hair away from 91, so 9 more to go.
Nice.
And then at that point, my plan is to delete and remove Diablo so I never see the square again.
Yeah, you've been playing a lot of Diablo, huh? Definitely.
Yeah.
That's
How's it
crazy.
going, Sanchez Gaming as well as Crow Resin? Hey, welcome. A little bit different. I got some different news style today. We're going to be getting into some fun things, so stay tuned. But it's
Yeah.
gaming news a little bit different this week. I thought, actually inspired by my wife, funny enough,
Oh,
to go in a bit of a different direction here with the news.
all right.
This is why I didn't want to enter the contest. I would end up hating the game. Oh, Crow, you know I say this now, and just like you, probably be back sometime later. I remember you even saying, "Oh, I'm not going to play this season," and then somehow I look over and you're like 10 levels ahead of me. But the contest is fun. It's enjoyable, I will say.
Are you
But
just
what about
farming or
yourself?
playing the story? Sorry.
No, oh, yeah. So at this point, the way to level up fastest is to do nightmare dungeons. Nightmare dungeons are essentially like GMs.
Okay.
They have like modifiers, and there are lots of levels ahead. So I have to do 10 levels ahead to get the maximum XP.
Oh,
And
jeez.
I just keep running through these nightmare dungeons, and I just do it solo. I've created a build that's absolutely mindless and indestructible. I just like run through hordes, holding square, just everything's destroyed. Come to where I need to go. Next place. And it's about right now, it takes me 3 to 4 nightmare dungeons to get 10% of a level.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You like grinding? Come to Destiny 2 because it's the same thing. No?
This
Oh,
contest
that's
has just got
crazy.
lit a fire underneath me.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of fun to have that goal to reach to at the end. And I'm kind of just thinking, oh, hey, that's going to be a nice little cash out. Plus, you get a little ranking in the clan. It's like, oh, watch out for Rudigs. He's
Yeah.
serious here when it comes to this. So
Until you get like 100, and you're not gonna see him like for quite some time, right?
yeah,
Oh, that's
but I'm
funny.
having fun.
Yeah, that's good. No, I've been playing some Destiny 2 still, and just like going through, uh, just completing some triumph, and just try to get some red border weapon. Did like last wish earlier. Did some GM yesterday, so a little bit of mix of everything. Just seeing if I can finish some of the seals, so I can, what you call it, I can just like finish it, just doing triumph, right? So that's pretty
Right.
much that. Other than that,
What's
like,
up, Purple? Thanks for stopping by.
hey,
Let's
purple.
go.
So the other thing is
I
that Baldur's Gate, funny enough, Baldur's Gate,
Yeah.
if you start as a bard, apparently the bard is currently OP. So there you go. You can play as a
Oh,
bard. I went with the
little tip.
ranger as usual, and I don't
Yeah.
know if I want to restart because I don't feel restarting from the beginning. But I'm just gonna keep along the way and see how it goes. Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of fun. I know when I'm gonna do my playthrough, I think I'm just going to be pure evil, and I'm gonna be that dragon thing, and I'm gonna go towards the dark urge because that seemed the most appealing to me, and I'll see how far I go down that path.
That's funny. Uh, okay. I can jump
But
into
other than
some.
that, we did that birthday raid. Happy belated
Yes.
birthday. We did
Yes.
DSC.
Mm-hmm.
So we had some fun there with the clan. But yeah, that
Yeah,
was a little
I had.
bit of taste outside of the Diablo gaming for me.
Yeah, and I had to choose everybody's loadout. I didn't went too bad. I
Oh,
want to make
yes.
sure we could complete it. So
Oh,
I just
so
wanted.
Sanchez is saying that he played it on Stadia, the Baldur's Gate here. Not bad so far. It's my first turn-based game. Been on story mode though. Yeah,
Mm,
I hear that. I didn't realize it had difficulty. Hey Purple, no, never played a based game before. Yeah, I'm not super huge on turn-based game, but
Hmm.
it should make for some fun. It's good to change it up, and especially when I finish this Diablo grind, I'll be looking for something slower pace.
Yeah. Or you can come back in Destiny too, because we got the new season coming in 14 days. So just to
Yeah,
move
that
on to
raid.
some.
The raid will be interesting.
Yeah, they don't know. I don't know which one is gonna be yet. It's a reprise raid. Everybody think it's the one from Destiny 1, Wrath of the Machine. Could be Crota's End, could be anything. I don't know. Maybe it could be Leviathan coming back. Who knows? I don't know if it's gonna be related to the story at all. But currently, every week we got the containment, Veil containment, where you can go and there's a little bit of story about how New Muna became. How about Lakshmi being like part of Maya whatsoever. So should be interesting. I don't know where they're getting into, but maybe we're gonna go back to another place that we've been before. So because it was Titan this season, maybe next one's gonna be Io. Who knows, right? They're just gonna reuse the asset, right?
So you do have to pay for seasonal content, am I right? In terms of you have to get the season pass at the beginning of the expansion, or is the seasonal content included in the base game?
For what? For Diablo 3?
No,
Or for
for
that?
Purple's asking if you have to pay for the new season
Of
of
no,
Destiny 2.
if you bought the deluxe, I think it all came with the season. There's like a lot of free stuff available that you can try out this season, and there's like a paywall where like you can spend some silver to buy it. But if you bought the deluxe edition of the Lightfall, then you have all the season.
Right, so it's based on that yearly purchase, right? The
Mm-hmm.
first expansion. If
Because
you
if you
get the big
just
expansion, then it comes with the entire year of play.
Mhm.
But if you go into it now, you just get access to the free to play world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Moving on to some Destiny there. Zur is on Nessus. You sell the Merciless if you're interested, which is a fusion rifle. For the Hunter, you sell the Shinobu's Vow, a total of 68. For the Titan, you got the Feedback Fence for 67. And for the Warlock, he has a Crow of Tempest, a total of 67. Most armor are low 60s and not really appealing. But some the story on the tweet there, we had the state of the game, and there was a little bit of drama about this. So there was some mention they're gonna add a new weapon archetype, which is interesting. That's fine with me. They're gonna have a map, an old map on Gambit, so that's pretty much the extent of it. So they're gonna put let's say uh damn, it's like an old map that we had in Gambit. They're just bringing it back now, and Shadow Legion is going to be available in Gambit. So it's like okay, and then they're going to bring some more map in PvP also in the Crucible. They're going to give it a little bit of love, but their excuse was like basically if they want to get more involved in Gambit and Crucible, if they want to add like more stuff, then they will have to take people away from the storyline and bring them in that section. So they're basically saying they don't have enough people to do all the work. So I'm like, just get more people then. So that's the funny thing. There's like some drama about it. Some people are not happy with the comment about the state of Destiny, but people are still excited to see what's going to come up soon. And yes, Gambit is still quite interesting. They're going to bring the Shadow Legion and old map from before they sunset everything. So we'll see how it goes. Solstice is still going. This is the last week for Solstice, and the reset is in 14 days. Other than that, the states of the game was like the big thing. There's been like some change coming, and they're looking back at things they've done. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and yeah,
Well,
like
I
Pro's
think we'll
saying.
see the new beginning, sort of August 22nd, and sort of what they have planned. I've heard they're going to do seasonal content this year different. They won't do that drip style of weekly pushes for new seasonal content. So it'll be interesting and exciting to see what kind of new storytelling devices they're going to be using this next year, because now they're not alone when it comes to storytelling. They have the
Mhm.
power of Sony, and I think Sony is going to bring a lot of value when it comes to Destiny 2 and their storytelling. It's just going to bring it to another level.
Hopefully they do something very good about it. So, but we'll see. We have also on the 22nd of August at Reset, we have the just the update. They're gonna tell us about what's coming up, the last final shape DLC, what's gonna be. We had like the little video there from their website showing that Kate is back. But yeah, we should hear more on the 22nd of August, just at Reset. So talk about final shape. So I'm quite interested about that because that's going to be a big thing. We're going to be able to see which direction they're actually going now and what they're going to do with the game.
Awesome.
That's pretty much it on Destiny. So not much going on there.
Well,
Just
let's
like,
hop into some news.
yeah, definitely.
Well, like we enjoy starting off each of our news segment, let's go over what's happening at GeForce Now this week. 41 games are added to the
Mhm.
roster, plus Baldur's Gate 3 full release, and the first Bethesda titles to join the cloud in August. This is all in relation to QuakeCon. They're even
Mhm.
doing a giveaway, and names like Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein are all to release this month, bringing a lot of FPS. It's almost like a different genre of FPS,
Mhm.
really, with the speed and the adrenaline that they pump into these games.
Yeah, that's good.
The upgrade rollout has happened. It looks like we have all the data centers, if I'm correct in reading this, all up and running all over the world. So hopefully now you have something up and running wherever you are, giving you access to the 4080 and all of the power behind it.
Mhm.
Um, this is awesome all throughout North America and Europe, and gamers across different regions. So, pretty cool. And you can see the full map on the GeForce Now blog as well.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now all the location
Um,
they have.
This was cool. I don't know. Is it sharing the screen here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the reveal. Oh, yeah. We're going to be talking about that next, Sanchez, for sure. It's going to be awesome. My wife told me about that and how it happened. But look at this. Do you see this reveal? All of these
Yeah.
gamers are just stunned that that
They're
entire
playing
thing
on.
is running off a laptop.
Mhm.
And they were
And,
like, that on a laptop? What? These
and
are
then it
all
was like
professional
GeForce Now.
Twitch, YouTube.
Mhm.
Yeah, this was a GeForce Now. They invited all these gamers over to test out on local hardware, and then they
Mhm.
tested out the cloud, and then they were just absolutely blown away. Pretty
That's
cool
funny.
experiment. Definitely something to show off the power of the cloud. Like, hey, you don't really have to store anything, and it can all be on a laptop. You don't have to have all that equipment. Pretty neat.
Funny enough, everybody was complaining about Baldur's Gate being 122 gig download to play it, and I was like, I didn't need to worry to download it. I just click play. That's the
Yeah.
easy thing, right?
Yeah, I never really considered downloading it, right? I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
have access to it in the cloud, so when it comes to games like that, there's no real reason to take up space on your hardware. Um,
Mm-hmm.
GeForce Now and SteelSeries are rewarding gamers through August as part of the SteelSeries Game On sweepstakes. Each week, gamers will have a chance to win a 3-day GeForce Now Ultimate
Ooh,
Priority codes bundled with popular titles supported in the cloud. Um, yeah, so be sure to check out GFN Thursdays each week and see what the reward drop will be. Head over to SteelSeries Game website for more details. Enter PLUS to save 20% off with NVIDIA Game On this month for premium SteelSeries products.
nice.
Pretty cool. They're doing a collaboration and some stuff's on sale with the right codes. 41 games are being added. Big highlights for me, obviously F1 Manager. I think will
Mm,
bring in a lot of people, being available in the cloud. With the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles releasing this week, it's fun to see Shredder's Revenge there.
mm-hmm.
Um, Anything else that pops out to you on these lists here? Texas Chainsaw Massacre will be a
I
big
just
one for sure.
I just feel there's like so many now available. It's just crazy. You cannot really catch up with it. Like we had some massive game
Yeah.
coming, and now there's like even more.
Lego
Lego, yeah.
Brawl, cool. That's the Super Smash version that they
Oh
ripped off
yeah, yeah.
Lego with Super Smash. That could be fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
Blasphemous 2. This is a very exciting indie and the second
Yeah.
series in the title. So really a lot of great stuff coming. Wayfinder, some Stadia titles we can recognize. Wreckfest.
Mm-hmm.
What? That'll be cool to see on the cloud.
Oh yes.
Super Hot. That was awesome in VR. I
Oh
wonder if
yeah.
it'll have VR support. Probably not.
No, I don't think so. But
And then
it's
Skid
cool that
Stars. Lastly, a
there's
brand new one.
yeah, there's like so many games available. It's crazy. A jamming July, definitely.
All right. Well, that's it for the GeForce Now segment this week.
We're
Pretty
not
cool
doing
stuff
this.
coming out of there.
The Twitter question.
No, it wasn't a question. It was like, did
A
you see
comment?
it? I closed it
Yeah.
because it was just like I don't know. It said something about August, but I was like, oh, this is not really a question.
Let me
So
see.
I didn't feel like answering. What did it say?
They're
I closed
just-
it because I was like, August is here, and we can't wait to see what surprises. Can't wait for you to see what surprises we have in store for this month. So it's like, it's not really a question, right?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
They changed it
Uh,
the way that Twitter changed to X.
Yeah. That's the surprise. But yeah, some crazy stuff happened this week. And
yeah.
I'm not sure if you've heard of this, Nads.
Yeah.
There was a Twitch streamer. Let me see if I can get this on share.
He has it.
Yeah. So social media influencer Kai Sanat was charged with inciting a riot, an unlawful assembly. Let me play this. Yeah. He was charged and said a New York City giveaway event Sanat announced to his followers, which caused a massive riot in Union Square Park, leading to dozens of arrests. This all happened in New York City when he just literally announced that he was going to give away some PlayStation 5 gift cards and some PS5 consoles. So it was just absolute pandemonium. So many people descended on. So here's the influencer right there. That's the influencer. And he's in this, and like people just crowded New York. Like he's in shock right now. He's like, oh my goodness, trying to get through. People were literally hanging on to the car like as he drove away and fell off of this car. Like it was just absolutely
crazy.
nuts, the riot that happened.
Well, don't cause any crazy shit like that. He has
Yeah.
6.5 million follower. Like, imagine how many people show up there. Oh Jesus, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
apparently a lot of them. But yeah, the riot happened.
Oh yeah.
Around 15 million followers. Look how many people all in New York, like just blocking up traffic, causing look, they started rioting. Like it just eventually devolves.
Yeah.
I think they said like that night there were still groups of young people wandering around.
Oh geez, they're looking for their PlayStation, right?
Just absolutely crazy.
That's
I
how you can
myself
cause chaos.
wouldn't have gone forward and tried to get something like that. I wonder if anything was even given away. It's just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I
pretty
don't
cool,
know. He's gonna make history though. He's gonna be
Yeah,
in
I
one of
wonder how
those
many more
video.
followers he got after that. But he's definitely has to deal with all of the legal facts afterwards. I wonder if it would have been that much of a riot for Xbox. Oh, Purple throwing the blows. I think there would have been just as many people. From what I saw, only one PS5 was given away. Oh my
So they
gosh,
are
all
fighting
those
for.
people for one PS5.
Whoever was holding
crazy.
it and leave the place, yeah, you probably got beat alive or beat to death and something like that. Someone else stole it.
I
Like, it
know.
must
How
have
do you
been
make it
crazy.
out of that mob holding the PS5? Like at that point, it's a death sentence if you're given the PS5 in the middle of that mob.
That's just it. That's just crazy. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That's the goal for Cloud&Console, though. So if you've reached this point, be sure to like, subscribe, share it out. We would like to give out GeForce Now gift certificates and PS5 and Xbox, and Nintendo Switches. We'll just go to the middle of Canada, Ottawa, and start giving it all away. See if we can get the same riot.
Get a riot in Ottawa. Oh jeez. That's crazy.
But I have something funny that I wanted to share with you and everyone here. So there's been some reactions. Obviously, Baldur Gate is a little bit more out there than your standard game, and there's some nudity settings, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
Basically,
Oh,
here are
geez.
some streamers' reactions, which are pretty hilarious to them first realizing the nudity setting. Okay, so let me set this up here. This is gonna be good.
Oh, gee.
So let's see.
Oh, you could do more stuff here.
Hide close.
Look at her face. She's just absolutely stunned, even though it's loading. Oh, why you gotta load on me like that? No. Oh, this is so funny.
That's so funny. Yeah, and
I
then
probably
when
could
I
have
saw that check, I was like, "What the hell?" And then you can change to different what you call it, like a different style too, which is quite funny.
Oh, you could do more stuff here.
Here we go.
Hide close.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's terrible.
You can't load video at all.
Whoa! I thought that was
Oh my gosh. Oh man, this is killing me. Why is it not wanting to load? Sometimes
supposed
videos
to
will
be
just
some
load and load.
undies, dude.
Wait, what this happens about?
See,
zoomed out.
everybody just like
Penis C. Penis D.
penis D.
I know there's like different like version, and then they can have a vagina instead as a man. So like they made it like for whatever you feel like to be, right? So quite interesting thing.
I've got penis op.
I've got penis options. Oh my god, the buffering is killing me on this video. It ruined the
Well,
hilariousness, but you get the idea. You get the idea.
That's funny.
Some funny reactions to to people looking at the Baldur Gate nudity settings for the first time.
Exactly.
That girl's face was pretty good because
Like, oh my
on
God.
their streams, it doesn't have those blocks, right? It's just
Exactly.
all the nudity, and they're like, "Oh my God, what did I just do?"
They didn't like warn anybody about this too, and it was just like saying it was hiding something. What is it? It just I'd like advanced or extra setting and something like that. So it doesn't even mention that it's like for nudity or anything like that. So quite interesting.
Right? You know, the rating.
Mm-hmm.
You mean the rating on the game?
No. I mean, like when you go through the settings to create your character, it doesn't say it's for nudity, right? It just hide loads or something like that.
Oh, it's just
and
hide
then, like,
closed. Yeah.
And then you have all the extra option. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. So this is an event that I was super jealous I didn't get invited to. This whole girl's channel is she just reviews games her boyfriend plays, and she reviews them from the perspective of sitting behind him, which is a pretty cool idea or whatnot. But essentially, she got invited to Armored Core, and got to try out, which I am excited to see. Where is the cool robot thing? I don't know what she's doing here with Oxygen.
That's
There's
right
a cool
there.
robot thing.
I think it's like showing it also at the end or something like that.
And I don't know what's going on with my internet today. It doesn't want to show any videos.
Just tell Anna to stop watching Netflix for a second.
Yeah, no, she's not even on anything. I don't know what is happening.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, so pretty cool to see all of these robots set up. Oh my gosh, it'd be cooler with the video playing in the background. We need better production value here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm super excited for the game. Here we see the robot. You got to like sit inside it, walk around, sort of resembling what's going to be happening in the game. There's a lot to be excited for me here. But a really cool event. I need to get invited to more of this. The degree of difficulty.
Oh, jeez, that's crazy. When is it coming out?
We have the game releasing on August 25th, which coincidentally seems to be Bliss's birthday, so that's nice for him to be able to get into. What up, Maker of Chaos? Now it's working. Now it's buffering. We're going to see definitely a lot of cool things. They're trying a lot of different things we haven't seen in video games in a little bit. They're going to be smaller levels. They're going to be more mission-based. It's going to be more story-focused than a lot of other Souls games have been in the past. It's obviously a mech shooter, third-person, moving camera, so a lot of cool things. I don't get what this oxygen breathing station is.
Sensors so that you can smell what's happening in the game. So
you can
this
smell
one has
what's
robot
happening
smell.
in
I
the
think I'm
game.
gonna try burning flesh mixed with a little death and
Burning
decay.
flesh mixed with death and decay. Oh my god, that's horrible.
It's good.
Ow. Okay, now that his belly is full of meat, his lungs are full of orange confetti-flavored air, and his goodie bag is full of bribes, let's hear my boyfriend's final thoughts on Armored Core 6.
Yeah, I just want to
He's gonna
say,
play on
as a
Xbox.
Soulsborne fan who's never played Armored Core, this is
I
my
wish I
favorite
had all that
Soulsborne
swag.
game. Here's the top 5 reasons why this is like Soulsborne.
I love
okay?
Armored Core,
Number
even
1,
though I've
the
never
Bandai
played it.
Namco logo blinds you with its white screen at startup.
Throw a flashbang.
Number 2, it is made by From Software. Number 3, there are boss battles. Number 4, it's hard. And number 5, it's going to divide the community in a way that is embarrassing and toxic.
But don't take
Oh
his
my
word
God.
for
You
it.
know
We
what?
here at
He's
Girlfriend
so
Reviews got an exclusive
unbelievably
interview
right
with that
on
guy
all
behind me at lunch. Lead director of Armored Core 6, founder of From
Definitely.
Software, Bruce Green.
Bruce, can you tell me what are the bosses like? Is it gonna keep my boyfriend up all night?
There's no way this guy's the
I
founder.
don't know if you guys know, but I'm not a developer.
Right. I know it's a big
Yeah.
departure for From Software, so can you tell me a little bit about how fans are going to react to this kind of game?
Community
I don't know if I can
manager.
speak for From Software because I'm not a developer. I played the same demo that you guys did. We were sitting next to each other
Yeah.
while we played.
I think fans are really going to love to hear that. Thank you so much for joining me today, Bruce. This is an exclusive dev
That guy is
interview.
like-
Bruce,
But
can you
look at
tell
the
me about
inside.
the
Look at that
inspiration of this game?
experience. I wonder if
Lastly,
they've
it
got
was time for the
royalty.
moment I'd been waiting for.
This is
I
what
don't know if you
wanna
can
see.
hear me
Where's the
because
reverb?
Grimes'
What's up?
car is very loud, but we're going to go try to drive this mech now.
Oh my God. I would love to be in that thing.
Well, that about does it. That
This is
wraps up our
loud.
time here at
Oh
Area
my
51. Big thanks to Bandai Namco.
All right. Well,
That
that's
is
cool,
funny.
cool stuff that they got to experience.
Mhm.
Definitely leaves me jealous. You know what also leaves me jealous is the fact that Xbox now allows streaming to Discord. If
Oh,
you can believe it or not.
there you go.
Yeah, so they kind of shot ahead there with that sort of development, which it's great to see for Xbox users.
So is that making it
Uh,
easier for people to stream? Like, you know, the issue you had there with PlayStation, where you cannot you cannot add the voice of the people you're playing with on Discord while you're
Yeah.
streaming. So that maybe bypass that that thing, right? Or that block.
Yes. This is significant for users who are invested in the Xbox ecosystem, as well as talk to many other gamers or even do their streaming on Discord. So very cool to see. I love that they're pushing this forward. I can't wait till it drops on PlayStation. But yeah, this is great. Of course, it'll work for PC first and then roll out on all the other ones, but
You mean
This is
what
the
do you mean
beginning.
for PC? Is it like Game Pass? basically?
Discord users on PC. So if you're on an Xbox console and
Oh,
you
it
want
was
to get
only
into
available on
Discord,
PC. Yeah, it was only available on PC before. Now it's like on Xbox. Yeah, so I was like, oh, it's not new.
well, it's only going to be like you can't stream onto your phone Discord or your tablet Discord. Like it'll be for Discord users on PC. So
Yeah.
when you're connecting to Discord from your Xbox and you want to stream your Xbox, it'll be available for the people using Discord PC.
Oh, okay. I see.
Uh,
Interesting.
You can use it on Xbox so long as you're a member of the Alpha and the Alpha Skip Ahead rings. The rest of Xbox user base will be getting it in the future soon, so keep your eyes open to see that.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised seeing Sony doing the same thing. So just wait a little
Maker
while.
says
And...
Armored Core is going to be Game of the Year. It'll be up against a lot of tough competition. Although it's got a lot of respect, I feel like it's for a niche audience, maybe not for as many people, but it will be a development for a lot of people who love From Software but want a different taste of the genre. I think there's a lot of promising things to come from that, but who knows? These Game of the Year judgments, hey, they can sometimes come out of something from Left Park, right? It Takes Two made that game. It Takes Two, I'm pretty sure. What's that game called? That one Game of the Year that one time? As I'm stalling because my computer's going slow.
Elden Ring.
Not Elden Ring. Before Elden Ring, it just came on PS Plus. I think it's called It Takes Two. It's like the completely co-op game. But speaking of Elden Ring teases for further expansions after Shadow of the Erdtree. So not only are we going to get a DLC expansion for Shadow of the Erdtree, which is what they teased earlier in the year with a picture, but based on a earnings call, we had, and I'm going to butcher the name of the guy, but essentially he had said that there were major developments in DLCs to maximize the lifetime, and people are extrapolating that we're going to see beyond Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. So very exciting for Elden Ring fans. Looks like we'll be getting multiple DLCs to round out the series. Where we'll go with the story, who knows? But I'm excited to get there.
I wonder if they're gonna alternate it. So like, Armored Core is gonna come out. It's gonna attract people to play that game. Then Elden Ring DLC is gonna come out 6 months later, and then Armored Core DLC is gonna come out 6 months later. You know, see, so you can alternate between the two games or something. So for a big fan like Bliss.
Yeah, I could see Armored Core definitely being subject to DLC, given the nature that it's a mission-based game, and it would be so easy just to add more missions. It's not like a big open world, so that's a good perspective on it. I think we'll be able to see that. We have the quarterly report shared today. Total sales of Elden Ring have seen a decrease. This makes sense. The game is over a year old. Interesting that Elden Ring DLC is above Armored Core 6 release priority. Curious what various measures maximize lifetime. So that is interesting. They say the DLC is measured before, but yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Armored Core, From Software has their strategies. We're going to be see the sales of the new Master Detective Archives Raincoat. So that's something I've not heard of from them. I'm sure that's a different IP to look forward to and beyond. So this is where they mention Fires of Rubicon, August 25th. And they also mention progress for Elden Ring, development of major DLCs to maximize a lifetime. So yeah, those are the two hints that they're going off of there.
That's good. Sweet.
And because I like Armored Core, and I'm hoping this will not be all laggy, so I'm gonna wait for it to kind of buff in the background
buff a little
here.
bit. Yeah.
And in the meantime, I'm going to quick fire through some cool news we have here, courtesy of Maker of Chaos. Metal Gear series sold over 60 million copies, Nads. Pretty insane. Am I right?
That is crazy.
Do you have any memories with the series? One in particular?
I remember playing the first few that came on PlayStation, the first PlayStation. I try to remember what was the title of it, but like I remember just going around like this building and try to get avoid being seen, or there was like those extra level where like it was like a map of an area and you had to get from point A to B, and the patrol was walking around and you had to like skip them or like get avoided, and yeah, that's how much I remember of it. I didn't play the most recent one, like I think the most recent one is like more open world. I haven't played that one or any of the others. So what about yourself?
I remember fighting a bunch of mech robots with a samurai sword. That was probably my biggest standout memory. That may have been Metal Gear 2 or maybe even the first one. But I played Snake Eater, and I remember being in that forest of white flowers and fighting that boss where you would just come up, spot them, shoot, then get back down.
Oh my God.
It was very cool. It pushed the mechanics of games. 60 million copies, though. Great IP, great series for them. Baldur's Gate 3, top 10 highest players for game in history of Steam, with 630,000 concurrent players and climbing. Look at them go. Congratulations, Larian Studios.
That is crazy. They had that many players.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate was definitely rising. That day it really dropped. It sort of shot over all the others, which is interesting to see for a cinematic RPG, which is sort of like text-based options and turn-based fighting. You never really think of something really shooting as high as it did, but there's a lot of production and media experience in early access that really made it exciting to get into. Resident Evil 2, which I believe you were playing, am I not mistaken?
Yeah.
With 12.6 million units sold. Resident Evil 7 is close with around 12.4 million units sold. So, wow, congratulations to
And that's
to
a
that
remake.
team.
Is it only
Yeah,
the
the
remake?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's just the remake. Yeah, just the remake, which is insane. 2019 remake. Apex Legend Resurrection gameplay trailer. So we're going to get new DLC for that. This is just sort of a quick sort of, I'd see Maker of Chaos has posted a lot about Baldur's Gate 3. But I like to just go through here. And now that I'm done my quick news segment, let's jump into what I wanted to jump into. This is a little homage to what I think is going to be. I know Maker. Oh wow! It passed over 700K concurrent on Saturday. So congratulations to them. He teases Game of the Year. I'm saying I don't think it's for everyone. I just think it looks cool. But I wanted to take a little walk into this preview and watch it here.
Involves fighting your way through 2 fields of enemies who have long-ranged weaponry.
It's just 1 AC.
So check out, like, look at the mobility.
Later,
Look at how
there's a
different
one-on-one
this
fight against an
feels than a
enemy
From
AC
Software game.
named Sula, who clearly has a history with your handler.
Listen to this.
Attacking a watch point. You're incorrigible, Handler Walter. How many of your dogs must I kill before you learn? Is that
So essentially, you have to face a different version of you.
really do?
Yeah.
Like, look at the
Oh
combat.
my god.
If only you had a different master.
You have 4 different types of weapons to cycle through. You customize everything from movement, defense, weapon loadouts. Constantly moving. You can tell the From Software elements. You have that stun bar. You have the health.
Oh my god. You gotta move all the time.
Environment, high ground, low ground, variation of weapons is extremely important. There's checkpoints in between each big area to allow you to change out your loadout before you take on the next sort of challenge. There's a lot of cool things happening here. And the
Yeah.
fact that they're bringing sort of that From Software challenge, your dodges, your perfect timing, whether you want to go melee, whether you want to go rockets, whether you want to go assault rifle.
And finally, there's a boss
That's
battle.
crazy.
A bullet hell against the autonomous craft.
Bullet hell.
Do you hear this guy? This guy
Yeah.
reminds me of Ike.
That seems like hardcore. Like, look at all the apple coming at you, all the bullets coming at you. Just like spend your time dodging.
Oh, well, the idea is he has a shield and a pulse rifle build. So, and he's able to fire these rockets. So he's
Between
got
the
pulse rifle,
missiles,
pulse
the
rifle.
shotgun, the assault armor, and the flamethrower, this enemy has an insane moveset. The way I overcame this on my first playthrough was by pivoting to dual assault rifles so that I could just mindlessly hold my fire buttons down and focus on predicting and dodging its attacks instead. And that worked. Just.
So I guess
Doesn't he
you
sound
don't
like
necessarily.
Mike?
Yeah.
For my S-rank attempt,
He's
I
like-
created Samus, a plasma weapon build with dual pulse guns, a laser cannon, and a
Samus.
shield, and it was awful. Or maybe I was awful, I'm not sure. I had some really cool moments, but between dodging and flying
This
and using my
game just
shield and
looks
charging my
like
cannon and
filled
managing
with
the
cool
overheat
moments.
on my pulse
Yeah.
guns, I think piloting this build was just way beyond me.
You
at
have
the
to
time,
pilot
and
these
I got
mechs.
hit
It's not you
lot.
make all these
So, yeah,
creations.
even
and
with
they're
the
just-
checkpoint
they
system, the
create
game
the way
is
you
tough.
play.
And
It's
while I'm proud
really
of the S
looking
ranks that I
forward
did achieve,
to
I had
taking
no
this out for a
chance of
spin.
S ranking any of the longer missions.
I don't
with
think I'll be
the limited
going for
time
S
that I had.
ranking like
Because think
like
about
you
it,
did in the
to S
video.
rank,
It was a deep dive into a lot there, but
Yeah.
I'll be looking through playing through the levels for sure.
You're probably gonna get it on PlayStation, right?
Well, yeah, I kind of bullied Bliss a little bit indirectly into getting it for PlayStation as well, because there's a multiplayer mode, so you can team up with 3 people and you can do 3v3 mech fights. So kind of
cool.
like Crucible competition. What's it called? Competitive mode?
Yeah, competitive
Yeah.
mode. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
We'll
That's
see.
crazy.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Flavor of the month for sure. We'll see how well From Software hits with this mech shooter. I know previously in the past they have not done great things with the Armored Core IP, and it's fallen to a bit of harsher reviews. However, I think they have a lot of lessons learned, a lot behind them, an Elden Ring Game of the Year win. They've got the Sekiro team working on the game. I think we'll see something that's really nice.
Definitely, they have the right recipe for all the other game they came out with. So, if they follow the same context, and for a big fan of Souls-like game, that's definitely gonna be like on the top tier for winning the Game of the Year.
Oh, Nads thinks it's Game of the Year now.
Well,
You
like
heard it here
if like Elden Ring got Game of the Year and people fucking massively love it just the way it was, to take that over, you're gonna need like a excellent game incoming from them. If it's like similar, but now you're shooting with like Armored Core, it might be like the Game of the Year, or we'll see. There's like so many on top there. It's just crazy.
Yeah. I got a little bit of a clip here to close out. I think this clip is me against the Butcher at an extremely ridiculous level. So this will just show how much of a slosh this can be. That was not the Butcher. That was just me destroying a boss. I think I did like 3 point something million on that boss in DPS. It was just
That's crazy.
insane.
Were you
but
playing
yeah,
with people there?
Yeah, sometimes I randomly people will invite you into groups. You don't like the voice chat is just terrible. But sometimes I'll jump in with other people, but usually they just slow me down, to be honest. I just like shit. Just get on with my grind.
That's funny. Yeah, you're like too high level.
Yeah. Hopefully by this week I'll put a close to it and we won't see it again for a little bit. But yeah.
Until the next season or something.
Yeah, I don't know about next season. We'll definitely take a little bit of break. There'll be some other games. I know there's Spider-Man coming up. There's going to be that new Destiny 2 raid, which I want to jump into.
Yeah. And we got Armored
And I
Core
wanna
at the
do
end of the
some-
month.
Yeah.
And also beginning of September, we got Starfield. That's going to be another one to watch for. A lot of like good game coming up this year. It's just crazy. Yeah.
We will see.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, jeez.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Next week, you don't have any clips, do you, Nads?
No, I don't. Sorry. I'm still like having some difficulty with my laptop. As per last stream, when my computer decided to shut down. So that wasn't great. So
Well, be
And,
sure to tune into socials, and we'll be catching up with you next week. And in between the week, we'll also have some Destiny playthroughs as well. So be sure to catch us there. But until then, be kind and bring peace into the world.
Yes. See you guys all next time.
Grove. 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 Why try to believe in me? Why try do I even need to? I die with the season leaves. I glide with the season breeze. True, my mind so easily spooked. I ride just to be the me. Oh, finds hype super decently smooth. Nice type, but as sick as me.